everyone, it's the fake Jake here, and welcome back to Marvel 2. And last time we left off, we were fighting the nanites in the negative zone, and we managed to blow up the negative zone, but we lost Nick Fury in the process. And we lost a few other heroes too. We lost Cable, Black Widow, and I'm pretty sure Bishop was on the wall too. So we have to assume that they're either dead under the negative zone rubble, alive and in hiding, or they've joined the Nanites Collective. Either way, we've lost some allies, and the Nanites have gained some allies. So, either way, it's bad news for us. But now that we're back at HQ, I want to switch up the team because there are quite a lot of conversations that we can partake in. So, first I want Iron Man on my team. Next, I want Mr. Fantastic. And that's kind of weird, too. I would think that Mr. Fantastic and Luke Cage would be around there for you to speak to him, because they were just in the room with us during that last cutscene. But no, if you don't stick them on your team, then they're nowhere to be seen. But anyway, I'm wanting Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, and Penance, because they've all got special conversations, and I'm pretty sure that's everyone that can have special conversations except for Captain America, but once I've done Iron Man's, I'll just switch him out. Is there anyone else I want to stick in for conversations? You know what, we need a bit of humor in this area, so I'm thinking Deadpool. Because everybody's all sad and depressed because of what happened at the negative zone, and Deadpool needs to get them laughing again. Alright, let's listen to this audio tape first.
Alright, Stark. I've lost contact with you, so I'm assuming you made it through the portal. I'll leave this log just in case, well, whatever. Just need to get this countdown started.
There is not enough free memory to run this program. Quit one or more programs and then try again.
Stark, your IT department sucks.
Protocol accessed. Initiating self-destruct countdown. 5
Took
minutes
long
remaining
enough.
till
Time to
self-destruct.
get the hell out of
4
here.
minutes 59 seconds. 4:58. 4:57.
Looks like I got their full attention.
4:55. 4:54. 4:53. 4:52. 4:51. 4:50. 4:49. 4:48. 4:47. 4:46. 4:45.
Sorry, honey. Looks like my time's already up.
Disrupt delay reduced to minimum. 30 seconds until detonation. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
Well, that's not good. Alright, let's see what Captain America has to say about all this. It's been a while since we could have a proper conversation with him.
Hi, Tony.
So Fury contacted you too about the nanite threat after the chemical plant incident?
Yes. Now I realize I should have listened, but at the time, well, let's just say I figured it was another scam.
It's okay. I reacted the same way.
Fury's lapse in judgment and subsequent actions turned him into the boy who cried wolf at the worst possible time. What do you think happened to him?
I think he's dead. Man, Tony, you're being harsh. Yeah, I gotta say, I think he's one of them now. We didn't hear that timer reach 0.
That's a sobering thought. But I can't imagine Fury's mind ever being enslaved by anyone or anything.
Well, it can even happen to the best of us. Speaking of some of the best of us, let's see what Reed has to say about it.
Hello, Reed.
Steve, I haven't had a chance to apologize for, well, for a lot of things.
Maybe you should pick your favorite.
That's what I was about to say, actually. If you're gonna take that attitude, maybe apologies aren't in order after all. Huh. No, that's harsh. I feel terrible that by our actions we've placed all of humanity in jeopardy.
There's no time to dwell on that. We need to focus on this new threat now.
Should our focus be on curing people or just winning a war?
I don't know enough about this thing to give you solid advice on that. Maybe check with Tony.
Well, Tony is right here beside me.
You obviously have excellent taste.
See, that we agree on, Deadpool. That we agree on. Oh, see, he even gave Deadpool a salute. He likes Deadpool. I mean, after that salute, how can I not talk to him?
Hello, what can I do for you?
Good to have the band back together, isn't it?
Of course. But it's shameful that it took a global threat to bring us back together.
And if we somehow end up winning, is it back to the shouting match?
Now's not the time to worry about that. We need to stay focused on our main objective.
So what was going through your head when you released dozens of villains?
It was a calculated risk I took in a desperate moment.
And you thought, what, they'd have an impromptu game of limbo?
Nothing like this, I assure you. I thought the escaped convicts would create enough chaos to help us get our people out of there. In any case, there's a lot to do. Talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Deadpool out for these conversations. Okay, I think I can have one more conversation with Iron Man around here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the way.
Ready when you are.
Hello, Tony.
Things are looking bad, Jennifer. We might need you and a few others to hold down Stark Tower while the rest of us deal with the nanite incursions.
No problem. Just leave me a number where I can reach you, and I'll have the kids in bed by 9.
Sorry, babysitter jokes don't play well with us millionaire playboys.
It was either that or a knock-knock joke. Spidey, I ain't. Seriously, I can handle things here. Do what you need to do.
You'll need help. Who else should stay?
How about Colossus and Firestar? I think between us and your automatic defenses, we can hold the fort.
Well, just be careful, because, I mean, you, Colossus, and Firestar, you're some of our heavy hitters. If you're taking over, then that's really going to be a disadvantage for us. Alright, so now that I've had Iron Man's special conversations, I am going to switch him out for Captain America. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cap can have a conversation with She-Hulk too.
Hello, Cap.
Things aren't good, Jennifer. We might need you and a few others to stay here while the rest of us deal with the nanite incursions. I decided to tell you this after Tony in the exact same fashion.
Not a problem. By the way, it's good to be on the same team again, Steve.
I forgive, Jennifer, but won't forget. That's a little rude, Cap. Come on. Likewise.
We did some things I'm not proud of. But that's in the past. At this point, there is nothing more important than shutting down the Nanite Collective.
Especially if they've done anything to Fury and the others.
I hate to even think about that.
Well, that's part of being a superhero. You have to prepare yourself for the worst.
I'm ready.
Yeah, Penance can have a conversation here too.
Robbie, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I thought I should say hello.
It's good to see you. I'm glad you got out of the prison all right.
If I join them, I might not feel the pain anymore.
Is that the only reason you don't want to become part of that collective? Oh, Robbie, I arranged the plea bargain for you, but I didn't know you'd turn into this. You need to talk with Doc Samson when this is all over. Okay?
Just tell me who I need to blast.
My God, what have we done to you?
I'm kinda interested to know that myself. Alright, I believe we have another conversation back here. And Penance is the one who can partake in it.
Robbie? Is that really you?
It depends on how you look at it. How are you doing, Angelica?
How do you think I'm doing? Vance is still missing, but now I'm almost as worried about you. Robbie, what's happened to you?
I killed 600 innocent people, didn't you hear?
You didn't kill anyone, Robbie. Don't let them tell you you did. I know what happened was horrible, but it wasn't your fault, at least not entirely. You can't take this on.
Watch me.
I know someday you'll get over this, Robbie. And when that day comes, I want to be there to welcome you back.
Well, that's good to know. Wait, can Cap have a conversation? No, he can't. Well, in that case, it's time for Deadpool.
Hello.
That has to be the winner for creepiest jail ever. Are you alright?
I'm getting there. I never realized what Vance went through during his incarceration until I found myself in that horrible place. I'm just grateful to have gotten out alive.
Didn't you at least have a nicer cell than the nanite criminals? Actually, no. Be glad we got you there before you had to eat more prison food.
I appreciate it. I just wish I knew what happened to everyone else who was in there.
Well, that's something we'd all like to know. Any word on what happened to your ex-justice?
Nothing. It was hard enough attending the memorial service, but to not know if Vance has become one of them.
You never know. Maybe he got out somehow.
There's always hope, I guess. And that's what I'm clinging to. Anyway, thanks for saying hi. Now I think I need a little time to myself.
Yeah, you just don't want any more Deadpool's humor. Believe me, it can get a lot worse than this. And last conversation. There you are, Iron Man. First, let's talk with Cap. These two need a proper conversation again.
Hi, Steve.
I wanted to say I'm sorry how this all turned out. I wasn't thinking clearly when I released all the inmates in Prison 42.
It wouldn't have been an issue if we hadn't started this whole nanite control program in the first place. What were we thinking?
Good question. Wow. Let's see. We both have some soul searching to do when this is over.
If we get the chance. The fact is, I didn't like who that war was turning me into. And now I worry what our mistakes might end up turning us all into.
Don't waste time beating yourself up. Everyone's counting on us.
I know. I just hope we can use our knowledge of their network against them.
Well, I hope we can too, or else, the whole world will be screwed. Alright, Reed, your turn.
Remain in their homes. Do not attempt to engage the invaders. Stay tuned to this frequency for further.
Hi, Reed.
Tony, I just wanted to apologize for what's happened. I should have realized that there was an infinitesimal possibility that the control network could evolve into a collective consciousness.
This isn't the time for looking back and regret, Reed. We have to concentrate on the problem at hand.
Tony, actually, Cap told us to ask you this question, so I'll do that. Should our focus be on curing people or just winning a war?
We have to do both. Every one of them we cure is another ally for us. I'm more concerned about your state of mind, actually. Are you going to be able to give this your all?
What, you doubt my ability? Let's see. I don't want to be the man who invented the ultimate doomsday tech.
And I don't want to be the one who paid for it. Let's get this done.
All you care about is money, isn't it? Jeez, Tony.
Long as the check clears.
Even when the world's in peril, all you care about is money. Like Cap says in the Avengers, those guys with none of that are worth 10 of Iron Man.
Not open the doors, even for friends or loved ones.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Good to have the band back together, isn't it?
Of course. But not under these circumstances. I guess it took a global menace to wake us up.
At least we're not smacking around other heroes.
Don't be too sure of that. Anyone can be incorporated into the Nanite Collective, including our friends.
Come on, you and Reed built the nanites. Pop the off switch already.
Don't you think we already tried that? We have a shutdown signal, but the Collective changed the network's encryption code, and we designed it to be unbreakable.
Well, I guess that didn't end up working too well. Now that's what I call forward thinking.
Look, we can either berate each other, or we can work to stop this thing. I'm going for the second option. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a lot to do.
Yeah, I think Tony was ready to end that conversation. I mean, there was much worse that Deadpool could have said, but still. Alright, yeah, the briefing station's here. Well, alright guys, I'm going to end it here for today. Next time we are going to be seeing what we can do to stop the nanites, because they've gained a lot of allies, and it's now that we've got the alliance back together, it's time to go stop those things. Well, alright, I love you guys, and I will catch you with more Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 later. Bye, gamers.